Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Olympia Odyssey one-piece suit available at RevZilla.com. So at first glance, I have Peter to my left wearing the Odyssey. The Odyssey is part of two new suits for 2013 from Olympia. The first one is the Avenger, which is not the Odyssey. That one's more mesh, two-season warm weather riding. The Odyssey is really the waterproof, breathable, multi-season juggernaut from Olympia. So you're gonna look at it, I have Peter in a size large, he's in a black pewter. And the key thing to note about the Odyssey is that moving into 2013, we were replacing the Phantom. And the two key changes they made were one in the vent configuration, which you can see here along the side. I have it open. It's direct venting right to the body that goes through the waterproof breathable liner, but they've added more of it. So really, think 3-season, 3.5 season. I think personally that this suit is going to shine fall, winter, spring. Depending on your temperature tolerance, you may stretch it into the summer, but when it's hot when you're in a multi-layer breathable garment. The other key piece, and I speak about multi-layer, but there's no removable liner. In the original Phantom, you had a removable full-length waterproof liner. What Olympia has done this year is they have your outer shell, they have your floating waterproof breathable liner, and then you have your inner liner, which would go against your body. So they've made it it's more of a svelte cut. The fit is the same. Peter's still wearing a large. It's still that American adjustable Olympia cut that we know that gives you a little bit more room in the belly. What's different about it is it's less sloppy. With the extra liner nut in it, you're gonna look less like the Michelin Man. There's just less moving parts on the interior moving around. So again, it's an ability to simplify the full length suit without taking away from it, which I'm always a fan of simplicity when it needs to just work. Now, if we look at it, I did touch about the fit. I've mentioned a couple times that Peter's wearing a size large. He's 6 foot. 195, 40-inch chest. Keep that in mind. But there is extra room here. In our Avenger video, we had it in a size medium, and he was a little bit too tall for it. He was really kind of starting to max out on the size for the riding position, and we called that out. Here in the large, Peter's happiest in the side that's going to work with him. And keep in mind, too, on the Phantom, just like the Avenger and the new Olympia suits, you do have hemability at the bottom of the cuffs, but there's 4 inches of adjustability in the Motion Flex knee armor pockets. So when you're on the bike, the CE armor needs to be over your knee in the riding position, and you have the ability to adjust to it. It's a good segue moving into the rest of the armor. And keep in mind with fit, we've talked a lot about fit. It ships for free, exchanges for free, no restock if you need to send it back. So if you're curious about fit, take a stab at it, and we'll make it really easy to swap it out if you get it wrong. Back to the armor. CE rated in the shoulder, CE rated in the elbows. You also have a CE level 1 back pad that is included. And on top of that CE rated armor in the impact points, you're going to have a multitude of materials going on. Main construction is Cordura 500 denier. It's the real stuff, it's DuPont. And what I really love is that here on the Odyssey, they're using Invista Cordura 2000D in the main impact areas. So you can see this heavier duty material in both the shoulders as well as the elbows. You can see it in the knee, you're going to see it in the seats. And for those of you that are long-distance multi-season touring riders that have ever been down, the addition of a highly abrasion-resistant bomb-proof fabric is a welcomed addition to a suit like this, which is really designed to do it all. Now again, we talked about the venting and the breathability. Eventually I'm going to turn Peter backwards. I'm going to show you some of the vents in the back, but let's work our way through the front and show you really what's going on. Starting at the collar, neoprene lined, and neoprene's like that wetsuit material. It will not chafe you. Stand-up collar. Micro Velcro with a TPR pull that pulls across. And remember, your waterproofing is built into the outer shell. So again, you need a zipper garage to keep the zippers out of harm's way. As we open it up, you might be wondering why it's an offset zipper that goes all the way down. If you ever have worn a one-piece suit, you'd know immediately why. To have one piece, and look at this waterproof gaiter that goes all the way across, but to have one zipper that came down and stopped at the crotch, it would make it really difficult to get a foot with a boot in, get that first boot in. By having it come down on the right side and then having the zipper that goes up the outside of the leg, it becomes really easy to get your first boot in, then you can add your second boot and you can go from there. Again, it's really an ergonomic, functional feature of getting the suit on and off. We have a lot of commuters, not just touring guys, a lot of commuters that like the flexibility or like the all-encompassing factor of a one-piece suit. And you know, I touched on flexibility. Really, when you're getting a one-piece suit, it's actually a little less flexible than something like an Air Glide 4 outfit for top and bottom when you go jacket and pant, because then you can mix and match. You could also go AST2, which would really be the equivalent with AST2 pants to be able to match these together and go full spectrum for the 3-season cooler weather riding. Notice there's a Napoleon pocket in here as well. Now, zip that guy back up for me. Moving down, looking at the knees, I touched on the Invista Cordura. Waterproof pockets on the exterior. You have a pocket in the back that's going to be waterproof, but here on the legs, you have cargo pockets that are waterproof on the outside of the thighs. There are some other pockets that are going to be water resistant, not necessarily waterproof. And you can see here too, as we move down the rest of the leg, you do have reflective piping. Before I turn Peter's backwards, I'll show you one more pocket in the chest, but I do want to make a note that we have the same type of flap situation that's Velcro to hold it back in place, and then it would Velcro down, and then the entire arm would become Velcroed. That would expose a water-resistant seam, just like on this side that vents directly to the body. You have that same functionality mirrored here on the right. Another key nuance is they've actually moved this cinch that sits here right along the elbow. They've moved it away from the seam, so it's less pull this year, and they've gotten it out of harm's way. That's just listening to customers, building a more comfortable jacket that should fit a little bit more ergonomically. Their cuffs have remained the same. They're pretty simple, but the nice part is they have those big TPRs that are going to be easy to find with a glove. Turn sideways for me, Peter. Looking at the size, so the side, we still have the Olympia Fit. Gives you a lot of adjustability, about 8 inches in the waist. So regardless of how big of a belly you may or may not have, you have the ability to cinch it down or wear it open. And if you come in here really tightly, notice the full-length zipper that goes all the way down. Starting down here, you can see where that zipper stops. That's the ability for you to hem it. But as it comes all the way up, you're going to see that Peter's wearing this over a pair of jeans, and it fits him fine. But here's my access in and out. And notice the inner lining. It's meant to be a durable nylon, so if you're getting a boot in and out of it every day, coming and going, you're not going to wear that out with the hardware on your boot. And notice there is that ability for hemability. The ability for hemability, the ability to use their easy hem at the bottom. Any tailor should be able to take care of that for you. It's really not rocket science. It's pretty simple. Now turn backwards for me, Peter. We talked about the back, basic exhaust vents on the back. I can feel the heat coming off of you today. It's warm in here today. So exhaust vents on both sides, water-resistant zippers that go all the way up, Velcro panel that folds in on itself that will come out and cover that vent. And you do have one more waterproof pocket with a flap. It is lined. So again, additional waterproof storage down the back. And note that I did call out the Invista Cordura 2000D seat. That's a welcomed addition. I went down in another manufacturer's gear at about 70 miles an hour a few years ago, and I had a double-lined Cordura seat, and it was a dramatic difference. It literally saved my backside. So come back around to the front for me. So keep in mind, this is the black pewter version. And you can see what it looks like all put back together if I start to work on it. There's also the black and a high-vis version, which is a popular option. Olympia is known for their high-vis colorway, which really adds the furthest amount of safety you can add. That high-vis color actually irritates your eyeballs, so you're able to see it from a distance coming because your eye and brain can't annoy it. Your brain is actually trained to hate that color, and that's why it sticks out so much. I would love to hear your gut reactions on the Olympia Odyssey suit. 3-season suit as compared to the previous versions, what you think of the new venting scheme. Leave your comments and your questions on our product detail page or on YouTube at RevZilla TV. You can also click right here and subscribe to us on RevZilla TV. Stay up to date with our latest gear reviews we're constantly rolling out. We talked about the ease of fit and exchange through RevZilla.com. We're going to make it simple, and you can also earn TeamZilla cash to be applied to your next order by continuing to shop with us. If you have any questions, shoot our Gear Geeks line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455 and find the Olympia Odyssey multi-season one-piece suit at RevZilla.com/Olympia. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.